Well then, Mike, what's our first story?
First story of the day is the Escape Room 2 movie cast has hit, and turns out they have casted Isabelle Fuhrman alongside returning actors Taylor Russell and Logan Miller. Isabelle's performed in such hits as Orphan and The Hunger Games, and Escape Room movie 2 is set to hit in 2020. Which begs the question, the Escape Room movie series, now that it's a series, is this at all linked to the Escape Room success that we've been having just all over the country, all over the world? Has it helped the boom, if you would?
I think it's hurt.
You think it's hurt the boom?
Yeah.
All right.
And I know that there's quite a few that probably are in agreement on this front. The issue with the Escape Room movies is that they are 100%, and I mean, if they're going to go in any direction as a movie, you'd figure they're going to go Saw.
Yeah.
So as a result, though, it has fueled the fire of all escape rooms are scary. I don't want to be scared. I'm not going. And it's not to say that there's not plenty of scary escape rooms. Boogeyman's one of them. And some people think Cure Z is pretty, scary atmosphere. I think one of our Escape the Rumors had just said they opened the first, into the first hallway and it sent chills down their spine.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still more of an action-adventure piece.
We definitely don't drive the horror feeling in that game as much as the other.
The only one that really is a driven horror is Boogeyman.
Yeah.
And this movie, people just go with what they see as mass market. And, perception is kind of everything, unfortunately. Everyone judges a book by its cover. And Escape Room, the movie, is a horror movie, so all escape rooms must be like that.
Okay, that's fair. On the other side of that coin, a lot of the customers that we get from my side as a game master, a lot of first-timers, they come in, and the first thing they talk about is, oh, yeah, we saw that Escape Room movie, and we wanted to come try an escape room for ourselves. But to be fair, they lead on to, is it scary like in the Escape Room movie, etc., etc.
It's not to say it's not going to turn on a lot more people. It's just their perception of what to expect is always going to be there. And if you're not meeting that expectation, they're probably going to leave
maybe slightly disappointed.
So, to me, I don't believe that it's a great... It's like there was a... I hear that there's an in development new escape room show on the way, but there was a show called Race to Escape.
Okay.
That was on, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago now. And Race to Escape was by no means horror, which was good. It was very much painted as just every episode was a new theme of a room, and the contestants would go in and compete. And each room, it was basically a one-room game.
Okay.
But the room was very big. So you could fit an entire team of 10 reality stars inside and have all these personalities competing against a mirror image of the room on the other side of the wall. So you'd have the whole room, but the room's painted red on one side, the whole room's painted blue on the other, and that's your teams.
Okay.
And you're racing to see who escapes first.
See, I would much rather watch that over the horror escape room movie, because I feel like you get a more real competitive feel with the escape rooms and just kind of the diversity that comes with escape rooms outside of just the horror feel.
The problem was that they were utilizing the fact that it was a film show. So, one thing we've always said is that even with our streaming content, escape room gameplay is not really entertaining post-game.
Right.
And it's entertaining to the people participating, not the people that are just watching.
Yeah.
So, even if you're a passive viewer while it's live, you still are passively at least being entertained by, the anxiety of will they, won't they solve it and things like that. But once it's over and it's already been solved and you're just watching, repeat viewing, it loses all entertainment value.
Yep.
Race to Escape felt very similar. Beyond that, the problem that I found with Race to Escape was that some of the puzzles in the show were blatantly things where we'd kick you out.
How so? I mean, I think we would do that.
Like
for
they're in
breaking stuff
a
or-
room with musical instruments and sets, and one of the puzzles requires them to break open the front of the drum and reach inside, and there was like a trophy inside. Or
Oh,
there was
God.
one in like a little kid's school setting, and they had to rip open all the stuffed animals.
Oh, I see. Yeah, for a
Um,
film thing, that's a pretty cool concept. But if for an everyday escape room, that would get so crazy.
Yeah, it's almost like the Chris Angel element of escape rooms, where like you can edit the magic; it's not real, and it's a tough sell. Escape rooms are what they are because of the in-room participation.
Yep.
They don't work without the participation. That's the fundamental ingredient that these movies are missing. Escape Room the movie was successful because of the fact that people are like, oh, let's check it out. The ominous nature of the content. I don't think Escape Room 2 is going to make any money. Now, I could end up completely wrong by this, but Escape Room did not have great reviews.
I heard a lot of mixed reviews. Yeah.
So I can't see it having an overwhelming,
like a
financial
resounding boom.
response. Yeah. A lot of times sequels do better than the originals because they've got that momentum. I don't think that movie's got momentum.
No, I think they're just trying to make a splash over what's already a booming industry.
And I don't know who the hell any of the people in it are. So.
I recognize Isabel from The Hunger Games. I remember her role. I think it was the second or the third movie she was competing against Katniss. And I actually liked Orphan. That was a really weird, fun movie.
Oh, that's what she's from.
Yes, Orphan. Yep. She was actually like the 40-year-old Russian woman, quote unquote.
Did you ever see Orphan?
No.
Terrible movie.
Terrible movie.
That's scary.
Really horrible movie. However, now at least I know where I have seen her face. But yeah, I don't think it has really assisted all that much with Escape Room success. If anything, I would say that 2019, I could be wrong about this, but I think 2019 is starting to see the turning point where the industry is starting to downturn. Because there's movies like this that are scaring people into even attempting the fire in Poland. There's so many negative things that happened
Right.
over the last couple months to the industry that people are starting to be afraid to walk through the doors.
I mean, understandably so in that aspect as far as fear goes.
We were lucky because being one of the first, we already built our brand and have a loyal fan base before any of this happened.
Right.
So we still see the people who have played everything just waiting for our next game, as opposed to trying to bring in new. Like I've often said that our safety net is the fact that we could survive on the people who already played alone. So, and do just fine. So even if the same people just keep coming back to each game.
And it's good, too, that we have the same people coming back because they see also our responses as well to these things, like the fire in Poland. Now they see how we respond with our fire safety briefing in the beginning of each game. And that kind of builds, I think, that loyalty, too, with the returning fan base because we're not.
Sure. And we hope you'll join us next time, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't below. Like, comment, subscribe.